next week. They're currently $16 with ASB, $18 without, and $20 for guests. The yellow dance contract is mandatory in order to buy your ticket, so make sure to get them signed. Before we introduce our court, we'd like to first thank all of our homecoming sponsors. Thank you to Men's Warehouse and Friar Tucks for donating this year's homecoming tuxes, and Windsor for donating the beautiful dresses our princess will be showing off for us. Also, we'd like to thank J.R. Flores for providing our beautiful flowers this year. Lastly, we'd like to thank Marinello's School of Beauty for donating their time and effort to make our princesses even more beautiful. Be sure to check out your sponsor tents right in the circle stage. And now it's time to present your homecoming men. First, we have the unforgettable Kevin Gomez. He describes himself as weird, spontaneous, and joyful. Some of Kevin's favorite hobbies include running, soccer, and playing the guitar. Ever since he was little, he wanted to be an engineer just like his uncle. He lives by the quote, "Live every day as if it were your last day."
Are you waiting?
Up next, we have the handsome Marcus Hagler. What he looks most forward to while being on court is performing his skit and going to the dance. Marcus said when he was homecoming court, or when his name was called, he was shocked because he didn't think he was the one to make homecoming court. If he could go anywhere in the world, it would be New York.
I like your flowers.
For our third prince, we have the spirited Vince Lotia. When he grows up, he wants to be a mechanical engineer because playing with Legos as a child made him want to build machines as an adult. The only thing he can't live without is his faith, and in his spare time he enjoys jogging, Facebooking, and hanging out with friends. Now we have the charming Hamid Oterafe. Hamid describes himself as indelible and bass guitar, studying politics, biking, telling jokes, and playing tennis. As well, he is tennis captain and members of Leo's and Interact Club. Our final prince is the talented Omar Camacho. Omar is involved in Renaissance, all-male, co-ed, and on his spare time he enjoys dancing, scrapbooking, taking photos, and designing outfits. The one thing he cannot live without is his music. He describes it as bringing him to life. Let's give a round of applause for our princess! Now it's time to present our gorgeous homecoming princess. Up first we have Sarah Barthel. She enjoys swimming and being a lifeguard. She describes herself as funky, motivated, and fearless. When she grows up, she wants to be an English teacher. Next is Emily Trin. She describes herself as determined, crazy, and unpredictable. She wants to have the perfect way to enjoy the scenery. On her spare time, she likes to discover new music, and she enjoys going to shows. Our third princess is Hillary Valeno. She enjoys figure skating, watching Disney movies, and having fun with her friends. They're always Hillary describes herself as optimistic, paranoid, and friendly. Next, we have Stephanie Liu. She describes herself as passionate, loud, and cheery. Her hobbies include oil painting, coloring, and drawing, dancing, scrapbooking, and planning events. When she grows up, she wants to become a family lawyer because she wants to help children that are in difficult situations. Last but not least, we have Camille Lopez. She describes herself as determined, motivated, and loving. Her hobbies include dancing, hanging out with friends, and watching Glee. When she grows up, she wants to be a nurse because she enjoys helping people. Let's hear it for your 2010 homecoming court. Make some noise for them!
I'm sorry.
And we'd like to thank retort gets to pick blindly and answer it for all of us. Up first, we have Prince Kevin Gomez. Kevin, your question is, you are stranded on a desert, who would you take and why? Who would you take and why? Or who would
I would take Sarah, because she's my partner to my dance.
Let's make a little cheer for Kevin! Now it's time for Princess Sarah Barthel.
Woo! Go best friend, yeah!
If you had to choose between peace, love, and happiness, what would you choose and why?
I think I would choose love because with love, everything else comes.
That was cute. Now we have Prince Marcus, oh man, Prince Marcus Hagler. Okay, now choose blindly. Your question is, if you were able to travel back in time, what era would you go to and why?
I have no idea how badly my right hand is hurting.
Probably
My
60s,
right
so I
arm
can get
is
an afro.
having cold.
Up next is Princess Emily Trin. Your question is, if you were stranded on a desert, who would you take and why?
I'd probably have to take James Franco because he's the biggest babe ever.
Up next is Prince Vince Lotia. Your question is, if you had to live outside your country, where would you live and why?
Philippines. Philippines.
I am not from this country. No, seriously, I'm really not from this country. But yeah, if I had to live outside, hey, I'm already here, so why not US? Why not WCHS, baby? Yeah.
What a great answer. Up next is Hillary Valeno. Your question is, if you could be any animal, which would you choose to be and why?
I think if I would pick any animal, I think I want to be a dog, I think. I have no idea why.
That was fun. Now it's time for Prince Hamid Motarab.
I don't want to scream.
If you could have dinner with two celebrities, dead or alive, who would they be and why?
Alright, well, if I could have dinner with two celebrities, I'd like to go out. You know, Scarlett Johansson and Jessica Alba. Yeah.
It's Princess Stephanie Lou's turn to answer her question. If you had just 5 minutes left to live, what would you do?
I'd spend it with all the people that I love in my life, family, friends, and all of my people.
Now it's Omar Camacho. If you could have one superpower, what would it be and why?
The power to fly.
That's a good answer. Last, we have Princess Camille Lopez. What would you have as your last meal?